this is Vijayalakshmi. Today we are going to discuss about how to generate code for the 3 address statements. So whenever a 3 address statement is given, how to generate the code for this one. We know that 3 address code statements are, it is of the form x equal to y operator z, or x equal to operator z, or x equal to y. These kind of statements are called as 3 address code instructions. Now we have to generate the code for this 3 address instruction. So it is of the first form. Okay. Now how to do this one? To generate the code, we make use of load and store instructions. We make use of load and store instructions and some of branching instructions and some arithmetic instructions. So what I am going to do is, I am going to use the instruction. First, I am going to load the value of y into some register, temporary register, then value of z into some another temporary register. Then I am going to perform the subtract operation of these two, and then I am going to assign that result to this variable x. Okay. Now how to write the instructions for this one? How to generate the assembly code for this instruction? First, load the value of y into some register r1. So I am writing load r1 comma y. Means the value of y. Always to write the assembly code instructions, we follow a rule. So what is that rule we follow here is, first always opcode followed by destination register or address followed by source register or address. Opcode, destination comma source. So what is the source here? It is y, and destination is what? r1. So here opcode, destination, source. Move the value, load the value of y into register r1. That is what the instruction we have written. Destination, the value of y is stored here in r1. Next, I am going to store the value of z into some other register r2. So load r2 comma z, source to destination. Here destination is r2. After loading, what I should do? I should perform the subtract operation. I am writing sub. What I want to sub now here? Subtract r1 minus r2 and store the result in r1 or r2. Whatever you want, you can write. So now I am writing subtract. Here see r1 comma r2. Subtract r1 comma r2 and store the result where? In r1 itself. I can write 3 registers like this in the arithmetic instructions. It means subtract r. The meaning of this is what? r1 minus r2. Do r1 minus r2 and store the result where? In r1. You can write r2 also, it is left to you. So where is our result now? It is in r1. So next what I should write? Store. Store what you have, x equal to the instruction. Store it into the memory. Store x comma, where is my result? r1. So store x comma r1. So the meaning of this instruction is what? X is equal to r1. So like this we generated the 3 address code for the given expression. Okay guys. So hope you have understood this. I'll take one more example to make you to understand better. Now the second question what he has given is b equal to a of 5. An array has been given here. Generate a code for the following 3 address statements, assuming a and b are arrays. Suppose an array is given. A and b are arrays whose elements are 8-byte values. So this is what the question is given. So here it's an array has been given and each element in the array is of 8 bytes. The same logic, first what you have to do, I am loading the value of this I, array index, into some temporary register. So load r1 comma I. Okay guys. So now this value of I is in r1 and it is of 8 bytes. Each element should be multiplied by 8 bytes. So I have made here r1 is equal to I. So now what I am going to do, I have to multiply each element of r1. So multiply with what? r1 and store it in result r1 only. So r1 comma 8. So the meaning of this is what? Multiply r1 into 8 and store where? Store it in r1 itself. Next is what? Load. This is an array. Okay. Load this into this register. After multiplying this, load r2 to the register r2. I am storing a of r1. Okay, this I am storing this value into the register a of I. A of r1 is stored into the register r2. Okay. Next, this is assigned to the variable b. So store B comma R2, A of I. A of I is stored where? It is stored in R2. So R2. So store what? From R2, whatever is there, R2 will be, contents of R2 will be copied to the B. So here the meaning is what? B is equal to R2. I think you have understood, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you.